morning. My name is Fitriani. I'm from English Education Department, Faculty of Teacher Training and Education, Borneo Tarakan University. Research proposal entitled Student Perception Toward Teacher Strategy in Teaching English Personal Competence at 8th Grade in SMP Negeri 4 Tanjung Palas. Chapter 1 Introduction. Background of the research. We have one English teacher, teacher personality, student perception toward of the teacher personality interest when teaching English. In language teaching, unfortunately, not all English teachers succeed to achieve curriculum goals. Based on Huang 20 and 10, sustain that some English teachers are found less successful than others. Therefore, to be started as more successful ones, they are required to be able to create interesting classes, to have their students motivated to learn English since motivation has undeniable influence towards student achievement. Furthermore, teachers' personality also influence student interest to learn English and play a crucial role towards student outcome. In English, and applying appropriate strategy to teach, teachers are also required to bring their own attitude and personality into their teaching class and realize good teaching through discussion, negotiation, consistency be available for students and a reliable source of information for students when needed. Teacher's personality in education domain is commonly addressed as personal competence of teacher. It refers to the ability of teachers to keep good behaviors and dimensioners carry on with them when they teach students. Gao and Liu, 19 and 30, explained that personality effects crucially on the effectiveness of teacher. The father and the effective teacher demonstrate a commonwealth of personality traits such as adaptability, agreeableness, caring, collegiality, enthusiasm, fairness, friendliness, good humor, high expectation, honesty, patience, respectfulness, and responsibility. Established on observation Carol on October 26, 20 and 20, it was found that students in Class A at SMP Negeri 4 Tanjung Palas had an interest in teacher teaching strategy, teacher personal competence in the learning process when they're learning English. Therefore, the research take the title Student Perception Toward Teacher Strategy in Teaching English, Personal Competence at 8th Grade SMP Negeri 4 Tanjung Palas. Research question 1. What is student perception towards teacher strategy in teaching English? Personal competence at 8th grade SMP Negeri 4 Tanjung Palas. 2. Is there any correlation between student perception toward teacher strategy in teaching English? Personal competence at 8th grade SMP Negeri 4 Tanjung Palas. Objective of the research. Based on the research statement, the objectives of this research are to determine whether 1. To describe the student perception toward teacher strategy in teaching English. Personal competence at 8th grade SMP Negeri 4 Tanjung Palas. 2. To describe the correlation between student perception and teacher strategies in teaching English. Personal competence and 8th grade SMP Negeri 4 Tanjung Palas. Significance of the research. The findings of this study are expected to give a significant contribution to theoretically for the other researchers. The researchers expect with this research, this can provide future information about student perception toward teacher strategy in teaching English, personal competence for other researchers. For practically, for the teacher, researcher hope that this research can help teacher to improve student understanding in learning English, especially to be a good teacher, use strategy in teaching English, good personal competence. And for the student, researchers hope students have a good perception toward teacher strategy in teaching English, personal competence as self-reflection when they're interested in learning English. Intention of this research. The study offers some important insight into the subject and object investigate. Subject. The subject of this research at grade SMP Negeri 4 Tanjung Palas. And object. The object of the research is student perception toward teacher strategy in teaching English personal competence. Definition of key term. To clarify the key term used in this research, Some definitions are put forward. 1. Student perception. 2. Teacher strategy. 3. English teaching English. 4. Personal competence. Chapter 2. Review of related literature. Theoretical review. Teacher strategy. Teacher use English. Teachers teach contextually. Teacher use media. Teachers varied student activities in teaching and learning process. Teachers give understandable instruction. Teachers give appropriate tasks. Teacher sets student learning in pair or group. Teachers provide time to practice. Teachers give feedback and correlation. Student perception. Perception as the way people judge or evaluate the other. In cognitive dimension, perception as the process by which people attach meaning to experience. In other words, the perception comes after people attend to certain stimulation in their sensory memories. It is a process for interpret stimulus based on individual experience. Next, teaching English. Teaching English is the work that teacher does in helping students to learn in language in English. Teacher strategy in teaching the English. They were the background of the student, the reason of the learning, the purpose of the learning, the timing, the problem in learning process, the aid of the teaching, and the link of the before activity and after it. Strategy defined as the effort of the teacher in the learning process so that the purpose of the learning can be achieved. Personal competence, called and knowledge in Craig Hang et al. Assert that although knowledge of subject matter and a good teaching skill are crucial to success, positive attitude towards student is also considered as crucial factor determining the success of teaching and learning. So the teacher should be disciplined, consistent, friendly, respecting, motivating, while open-minded, willing to help and have a good sense of humor. Theatrical framework, student perception toward teacher strategy in teaching English, personal competence at a grade sampai grade 4 Tanjung Palas. We collect the data by using questionnaire. Chapter 3, Research Method. Research design. In this research, the researcher used design descriptive, qualitative. According to Christian Marlowe, that the qualitative, the interpretive approach generally use word qualitative data rather than number or concept that can be quantified. Quantitative data, rich description of phenomenon can be produced. Descriptive method is a method that researches the states a human, an object, a set of conditions, a system of thought, or even a class of phenomena. At the present, qualitative research is the research procedure which produces written or spoken descriptive data of research that is possible to observe. Setting of the research. The research was conducted at SMPN 4 Tanjung Palas, which located on Jalan Poros Transkaltara, Desa Pejalin, Kecamatan Tanjung Palas, 77252. This research will be conducted in the even semester of the school year 2020 and 2021. Subject of the research. Research subject 8 grade in SMPN 4 Tanjung Palas of research being investigated. The object of this research are student perception towards teacher strategy in teaching English, personal competence. Instrument of the research. The instrument used for the study was a multiple choice questionnaire. It consists of 30 statements in which the participants were required to choose one of the 5 choices available which describes student perception towards teacher strategy in teaching English, personal competence. Technique of data collection. The questionnaire was delivered to students online through their social media accounts such as WhatsApp. They were given the link and they're required to click it first to open and answer the online question present in Google Form. Their answer will automatically be sent to researchers' email soon after they have finished the process. Technique of data analysis. The data obtained from multiple choice questions were analyzed in statistically descriptive way by using percent formula. The result of this descriptive statistic were tabled in table and then analyzed descriptively. That's all for me. Thank you. Please give me suggestion if I have a mistake. Thank you and see you.